Hi, how to use profiling in Batch and Print Pro. Now with profiling, you can apply certain settings to certain file names coming in. So for example, if you wanted anything with invoice, you could print it on a certain printer on tray 1, and then if you have any files coming in with say stamp, then you can print it on another printer on tray 2 for example, or with different print settings like A3 and black and white and any setting you want. So to do this, you click on File, Profiling Files, Profile Setup, and get the screen here. Now you can create a name for the profile, so I'm going to do test tray 1 and select a colour. This is a colour what is going to highlight the files that are selected. I want to do a part to file name match, so I'm going to do invoice. Okay, and then I want to do an action file. This is pre-created in Batch and Print Pro. You can do it from File menu, Printer Setup, and then you can save printer settings as a PRS file or to a tray file if it's just a tray swap. In this case, I've got two set up already, two files, so I'm going to browse to those. So I'm going to select tray 1. So anything coming in with invoice is going to apply to tray 1. Add that to the list below. I'm going to remove this. This is actually from a previous one. So that's now set up. You can also set up a few more for the same setup if you want. In this case, I want to set up slightly different. So if anything coming with stamp, I'm going to select tray 2. Same printer, so that's going to set it with tray 2, and then once you've got all those in there, you just add profile actions to all current profiles below. So this is another profile that's been set up previously, which takes all files, and this is one for test tray 1. So that's all set up. So I'm actually going to rename it because it's actually got both trays in it, so I'm just going to call it test. Save and exit. So now what I do is, say if I drag and drop these files here, I'll drag and drop a file that doesn't have on that list as well. Go on File, Profiling Files. You can see now the test has appeared in the menu. Test. So now it's applied to all those files there. You can see that profiling is test, and that's why it's highlighted in blue. So now if you click Print, and go through all those files. So if I do a quick check on these, invoice, properties, this is actually on the spool file, printer options, as you can see it's set to tray 1. Now if you go on to a stamp, it should be tray 2, and tray 2 has been applied to it. So that's a quick way of adding different settings to different file names coming in. That's on tray 1, is that one? It's just a default. So you can now apply that in Directory Monitor also. So go to Options, Directory Monitor Setup. You'll see Use File Name Profile in here. And it's now appeared in that list. And you can also configure it in here as well. So if you're doing your setup, it's going to use that profiling. So if you want to do it in all files, so you could just do like PDF, all PDF files for example. Activate monitoring, change that to like 10 seconds. You want to monitor this path here. That's all set up, ready to go. Set printer. It doesn't actually matter for that. So I'm going to remove those. Activate monitoring. Clear all. Print log, clear print log quickly. So it's pulled in the files again. You can see it's applied the profile already because it's blue. If there were different profiles, then it would select that colour. So that should be on tray 1, which it is, and the stamp should be on tray 2, which it is. So that's how to use profiling. Give it a try.